You get the sense that Twitter really didn't think it through. Now, I'm talking about the decision to hit one of President Trump's tweets with an absurd fact check. Now, it wasn't just that Twitter was wrong on the merits, but it revealed the staggering hypocrisy of its supposed mission. Not only are they attempting to editorialize and now censor the President of the United States, they do so while allowing Chinese propaganda accounts to run free on their platform. Well, today, the president responded, warning that he would move to regulate social media platforms that try to silence conservative voices. And he plans to sign an executive order on the subject tomorrow. But even before that news, Missouri Senator Josh Hawley called on the government to revoke liability protections for social media companies, which would drastically change how they're treated. Senator Hawley joins us exclusively tonight. Senator, explain for our audience how your proposed action would affect these entities.
Well, it would just take away the special deal, Laura, that they currently get from the government. There's a reason that Twitter and Facebook and Google have gotten so big and powerful, huge. It's not because of free market competition. It's because of the lack of free market competition, because the government has given them a special deal that Fox News doesn't get and the New York Times doesn't get, no traditional publisher gets. They are free from liability, free from suit. They've got a special immunity. And here's the thing. If they are going to act like regular publishers, if Twitter's going to editorialize about the President of the United States, then they ought to be treated like a regular publisher, and that's what my bill would do.
Well, I think there seems to be some opposition within the social media world to that, as Mark Zuckerberg spoke out today, and he said that's not what we do at Facebook. Does that give you a sense that, well, they've gotten the message pretty quickly that you go down this road, it's going to be a rocky one for you?
Well, I think that Zuckerberg is clearly quite eager to throw Twitter under the bus here, because Zuckerberg doesn't want to lose immunities for Facebook. I mean, they want to keep their special deal. I'm surprised that Google isn't out there doing the same thing. Problem is that Google has also been censoring Americans who criticize the Chinese Communist Party. So these guys really all do this stuff. They've just gotten by with it for a long time. They picked on the president. Twitter did this time. And that's really elevated what they're doing, is that they are editorializing. They are censoring. They are making political judgments. And yet they're claiming that, oh, no, we're not like traditional media. We should be treated differently. We're neutral. We don't have any opinions. We just post other people's opinions. It just isn't true, Laura, and it's time to start calling them out on it.
Well, when you look at the head of the site integrity, it's called, this guy, we looked into his past as has some others, this guy Yoel Roth has a history of tweets that call Trump a racist tangerine. That's just right after the inauguration. He said there were actual Nazis in the White House. And it might not surprise you to learn, Senator, that he donated, of course, to Hillary's presidential campaign. And he says Twitter, though, is working to limit the spread of potentially harmful and misleading content. So why haven't his tweets then, why weren't they labeled as harmful? Personal attacks, et cetera.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the standard.
Or how about the Chinese Foreign Ministry, Laura, who have been out there on Twitter, on social media, saying that United States soldiers actually started the coronavirus, who've been out there saying that Beijing has done nothing wrong with relation to COVID-19, that they took every available health measure. These are just outright lies and falsehoods. And to impugn the integrity of United States soldiers as the originators of the coronavirus, are you crazy? Yet Twitter hasn't had a word to say about any of those things. This is a joke. This is Twitter showing their political bias. And again, if they want to editorialize like the New York Times, go right on ahead. You can do that. It's free country. They're a free company, but they shouldn't get a special deal from government because of it.
And Senator, are you shocked about just how willing so many in the media are to carry the water of the Chinese Communist Party when indeed a history of abuse, subjugation, oppression, torture of political dissidents, and yet Trump is the problem on the world stage? Are you surprised by this?
Yeah. I really am. I mean, particularly when you see what they're doing right now in Hong Kong, Laura, you can see their intentions really laid bare. You know, China said that Beijing said they were going to improve democracy in Hong Kong, improve it by ending it, of course. And now they've got their thugs out there on the streets. They want to strip Hong Kong of all of its liberties, take away their judiciary, take away their right to assemble. And you see what they did with COVID-19. I mean, they unleashed this pandemic on the world because they were too incompetent and also, frankly, too evil to deal with it. I mean, they would not admit what they were doing. They would not admit they had a health problem on their hands. They suppressed the information. And because of this thing was allowed to spread into a global pandemic. So they are responsible, Laura, for all kinds of wrongdoing. And yet you see the media giving them, like with Twitter, giving them a free pass while they focus on the president of the United States. It's crazy.
Well, Senator, we can't wait to see what happens next, and we'll be looking for the president's executive order tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.